Hey guys, it's Erica
and Jess.
Welcome back to
Twin
Aura
Knits.
We are doing something totally different today. If you haven't noticed, we have a special guest.
Who's over here or over here?
This is Kelly. She is Fashion School Dropout, and we are collaborating today to do a spring 2020 trend report.
We are
2022.
Yes, 2022
trend report. I'm so excited.
I am too. If you don't know who's Kelly, I know this is so weird.
Yeah.
If you don't know Kelly, where have you been? Because she's been killing it. She just recently collaborated with. Ooh, I don't know if I can say because I don't know if it's come out yet when this is gonna premiere. So we're not gonna say anything.
But she has some things on the pipeline, we know, and we're very excited.
Okay. So keep your eye out.
Keep your eye out. We met at Cake Palooza.
Mm-hmm.
She does these fashion inspired colorways, which are fantastic. She calls them, what do you call them? Your fashion reference? Fashion references.
Yeah.
And they're fantastic.
They're
I don't
so
know
good.
if you've seen on our past videos, but we have purchased quite a few of them at Cake Palooza. The Prada colorway.
Oh, my favorite.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I know it's so good. Your beret. I need to make another one.
It's super
it's so
cute.
good.
It's so fun. It's just, I have like the most giant dome. So I made like the bigger size and the bigger profile, thinking like, it would be perfect. And it's great, but it's a little more oversized than I want. So I think I'm going to do the like classic silhouette with my leftovers, because I think that I can get a whole nother beret out of what I have left. We'll see.
Yes.
I'm going to try.
But
I mean, I can make more yarn, so
it's fabulous.
it'll be fine.
All right, so because she is Fashion School Dropout, we thought we would do a fashion video together.
Thank you.
I'm so excited. Okay, you ready? Are you
I'm
ready
ready.
to get into the thing of the thing of the things?
I'm always ready to get into the thing of the things.
So we're gonna break this video down by a couple different sections. So the first section we're gonna do is colors
Yes.
and trends within the colors. Because there was a lot of monochrome dressing, which I decided to do today.
So on point.
This was so this outfit was so trend driven. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Full on yellow.
I love it.
Um,
I'm in black on black. I'm channeling balance out today.
yes.
See, I'm channeling Stella McCartney with the fishnetty.
Perfect.
We all tried.
Spot on.
Thank you.
So colors.
Yeah.
We've noticed tons of color on the runway for spring.
We have.
Lime greens, Coca-Cola reds, Big Bird yellow, which I love calling it that, tangerine, lilac, pink, and aquamarine blue. How about you, Kelly? What did you notice?
I noticed a lot of green, bits of Kelly green. I think I didn't write those down, but I think Stella McCartney had some.
Yeah,
she did.
Green had some.
Altuzara had a ton of green.
Altuzara had green.
Acne had green.
Yes.
It's also good.
Yeah, I forget who else, but it was enough that like.
Yeah, Anna
I wrote
Sui
it
had
down.
green.
Yeah.
Green was all
I love
over.
green.
Bright colors.
Yeah.
Really bright colors.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm going through my thing again.
Pastels too, of course, but that's a given for spring, I think.
I know. I mean, pastels for spring.
Yeah.
Groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking.
But it's true.
No, it is
Yeah.
true. I'm just teasing because that's a Devil Wears Prada quote. So I had to throw it
We
in
had
there.
to throw it in there when we're talking about fashion. Come on. Yes. A lot. Like there's this amazing, like nice pastel pink and a pastel or in Rick Owens. He didn't do a lot of color, but he did do like a peachy netty thing that I was obsessed with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I almost sent you that one, but then I was like, that's
Ooh.
not quite as fun as the one that I sent you. So
The one you sent me is good.
I know, I do love it.
So lots of color. We're gonna show like little vignettes of the photos that we're talking about and the colors that we're talking about, so you guys get a picture of what we look at, because this was a fun project to work on. We've been working on it for months.
Yes.
And we have all the photos, all the references, but through this video, we'll sprinkle them in if we can, and we'll go from there.
Yep.
Good.
Okay, so along with those bright colors, it was also mixed with white, camel, like a muddy army green, navy, black, and gray. So your basic neutrals with a ton of bright colors. So the juxtaposition of a bright with a neutral, that was very, very trendy.
That's my favorite thing ever.
I know, me too.
Isn't it good?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm like, who was it? I'm like, I can't remember who it was, but they had the super short, like Oxford Mew. And it was like mostly skin, but they had like the micro minis that were all like khakis.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about khakis because I went to Catholic school.
Yeah.
So I like the look on the runway, but I don't know about me.
Yeah,
and that's what's great about fashion and these style chats is that
Pick
you can pick what you want for you and your body type and leave what you don't. All right. So let's talk to the fun things, because we got the colors in and out of the way.
Those are fun.
Those are fun too, but this is the best part, is
I know.
all of the stuff.
I know.
So do you want to start, Kelly?
Sure. Some standouts for me were cutouts. Lots of almost like monokini cutouts, like that side loop, single shoulder, and just like random geometric shapes cut out of fabric. Jean-Baptiste Valli did it. Stella McCartney did it. Ruffles were another one.
Yes.
My very specific favorite ruffle moment was Stella McCartney, look 27. It was a pale green dress with like a deep V, ginormous ruffle that started at the shoulder and went like all the way to the belly button.
I gotta go look at this right now.
Okay. It's major. It's major. But ruffles were everywhere. I feel like every
ruffles were
designer.
Molly Goddard had one in a nice pastel, like pink top that I was kind of obsessed with. Oh,
nice.
Yes. I'm like, I don't like pink and ruffles all that often, but when I do, they're together.
It's good. Yeah. Yeah. Also macrame and a lot of sheer layers over things.
Oh my gosh. Yes, the sheer everything was fantastic.
Sheer everything makes me so happy because I feel like it's such a moment in knitwear right now. Like we have so many options of
to do that
sheer layering. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, especially if you do it with like a mohair or a lace weight, it'll keep you warm, and you get that like sheer look that everyone really loves right now.
Sorry, I'm going deep into the.
I'm looking at this and holy crap. I'm like, I will put it in like an actual photo, but
that giant ruffle.
It's so good.
Yes.
It's so good. I'm like, and I love the jewelry too.
I love that.
That reminds me of art school.
All the colors. Stella McCartney, I think Stella McCartney, Gabriella Hearst, Gucci's Love Parade. Although I didn't personally like the Miu Miu, but even that fashion show was very interesting to watch. Ula Johnson's was really good with all of like the crochet macrame stuff that's been all over everywhere.
Yeah.
All sorts of things, which is exciting. I want to talk about, I think it's well done. They had all of these side cutouts that I thought were really interesting. All the colors were, black and black.
Classic.
Black with pops of the bright blues. But it's the colors that get me. And then I was also obsessed with Rachel Comey.
Oh yeah.
My
Rachel Comey
God.
Resort 2022 is a knitter's dream
It really is.
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
had like these hand knitted like little head scarves that were kind of like fluffy mohair scarves.
I'm gonna need to knit one.
They had all of these knitted skirts that looked like Ching Fibers patterns. Layla's done a ton of those
Oh.
really cool fashion forward like knitted skirts and tanks dresses and stuff, and that kind of reminded me so much of Rachel Comey. She had everything you could want, sweaters and ponchos and fringe.
Oh, so good.
I love Rachel Comey.
She's fantastic.
And like Anna Sui had a lot of crocheted like granny flowers. And so did Paul and Joe. They had a lot of sweaters, a lot of crocheted dresses that were really cute. Yeah. Acne Studios again, like full on macrame crochet. So good.
Love.
Little flower rosettes.
Alexandra Reich had a ton of like puff sleeved sweaters and the little shorts, like little bathing suit bottom shorts, and like 2-piece sets and lots of cute little cardigans. Like cardigans are coming back, and I've resisted it as much as I can because I used to wear cardigans in
Art school,
in high school and college, and that's all I wore. I wore my skinny jeans and my band t-shirts and cardigans instead of zip up hoodies because I was trying to be a little bit more grown up, and it kind of converted me to it. But how people or how the designers are doing these updated cardigans have really made me
want to revisit.
Consider, yes, revisit it.
Yeah.
A lot of layering of little knits too. So like the little bra tops with the cardigan, or like the little bra tops with like the holy meshy macrame stuff has been happening. Lots of ruffles, lots of peplums.
Oh yeah, the peplum's back.
Yes.
Do you ever think you'd see the day that peplums would come back? Because I did not.
No, I thought that was done, but I'm here for it.
Me too. Like it hides all the problem areas.
Yes. Perfect.
Lots of big oversized baggy stuff too.
Oh yeah, a lot of oversized. A lot of oversized. A lot of Rick Owens was oversized.
I feel like the Gucci suits were a little were like oversized.
I feel like it was either oversized or micro mini.
Yeah. And it's been interesting,
right?
The cardigans, I'm like, there are definitely different silhouettes that you could do, because everything is like very oversized but cinched. But lots of knitwear. There's been knitwear everywhere.
Yes, like Mira McCarthy.
Obsessed.
I know.
Right?
Obsessed.
It's so good. She reminds me of Lark Bagger.
Yeah.
You know, with like the color palette and then just putting random colors together with like a giant skirt. So good.
Great colors.
Really great colors.
I'm always stuck on.
Erica's always stuck on Gucci.
I'm always stuck on Gucci, but
Who is it?
I know. I just really have loved like the monochrome colored trend.
Yeah.
Like everything is the same, obviously. Everything is the same shade of color or same like head to toe. And that's really easy to do. Like whatever color you want to do, like if you want to be all black, all red, all yellow, all orange, all blue, all white. If you can do all white, good on you. I'm not that person.
No, I can't.
Me either.
Not at this house.
But head to toe monochrome, navy. They did a lot of head to toe navy, head to toe khaki, head to toe camel. Lots of white dressing, big puff sleeves.
I could have worn a nice puffy dress today.
You can go change.
Should I do a fashion change?
Yeah, go change. All right, so Jess is back. with
In a poofy moment.
in a poofy puff sleeve.
Yes, I am also a fashionista.
So cute. So
So
cute.
while you were gone,
Yes.
we were talking about the biggest thing that's been happening all over everyone. Everyone has had at least one of these on their runway.
What?
A sweater vest.
I know. I love me a sweater vest moment.
All of them.
Oh, they're so good.
Well, I was going through Alexandra Risha's collection again because I just wanted to see. There's a lot of like I said, sweaters mixed with all sorts of different fabrics and layered different types of sheens, which is neat because you can do that yourself without having to change fabrics depending on what you knit.
And you don't have to knit sleeves.
No, I know, sweater vests.
Amazing. I mean,
know. Sweater vests are all over.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it.
All sorts of different sweater vests. Lots of crop.
down for it.
I'm really loving, I don't know how a lot of people feel about this, but the collars are still happening. Those big collars.
Aren't they good?
Yes.
I do want to make myself a collar.
I loved the
Yeah.
collars in the Gucci runway. Of course, I'm sorry. I say Gucci every other,
That's
but
okay,
it's
though.
true. They had
Yeah.
these big, like, even on the cardigans, they had like this like fake fur, like collar and fake stoles because Gucci is not doing any real fur anymore. In case you didn't know, now you know.
I love that.
I do too. Like there's a lot of this season for me is really like Erica season
Yeah.
because all of these colors are like my normal wheelhouse. So I'm just loving it.
It's great.
Oh, yeah, it's so good. I like that green though.
I know. So do you want to talk about a little bit of the patterns
Sure.
that we've been going through? Because what's the fun of looking at the runway if you can't make them, right?
That's right. That's right. And we are very lucky to have so many designers in the knitting world and crochet world to help us translate.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Love that.
So do you want to start or do you want me to go first?
Sure. I will go. Do you want me to go by trend?
Sure.
Okay. So I referenced the cutouts that were everywhere. For those, I really love, there is a designer on Instagram. She's Maya Luna Corazon. She is a crochet designer. She's got a dress called the Artemis Goddess dress with some interesting cutouts in the chest area. It's a dress pattern, but I think it can probably be modified as a top. Her crescent moon crop top is like a one shoulder deal.
We do love a one shoulder moment.
Yeah.
That's also been everywhere.
I know. I feel like we need more of that.
We do.
And then she also has, and this kind of references two trends for me. The Iris Goddess top is just like a boxy plain crochet front. The back has a deep V with these like mesh crochet cords across the V, which kind of gives like a macrame moment as well as the cutout.
Yeah.
And can also kind of reference the sheer overlay because you could wear something underneath of it that'll show through. Then ruffles, particularly a peplum ruffle. The Desert Bloom top by Rachel Kurihara is like a crossover, like a ballet wrap top with a peplum at the bottom, really cute. The Aura sweater by Ginkgo Bee.
Oh, I love that.
I know, it's so
That's
pretty.
been on my list for so long.
It's so pretty. And then I forgot to write down the designer name. I believe they might be Danish, but it's like, I don't know if it's Augustin or Augustine's number 8. It's like a deep V with ruffles. It's got a bell sleeve with ruffles. And I think there's a peplum at the bottom also. Then ruffle crochet, back to Maya Luna Corazon. She's got a Fiona top, which is, I want to cast it on right now. It's so cute. And the blossom top is another ruffly moment from her. Oh, we didn't mention this, but pleats I saw
Oh,
out of
yeah.
tweet,
Yes.
and last night I was looking through James N. Watt's Ravelry patterns, and the Divine
Yes.
Exodus top with that dramatic pleat in the back.
Yes.
Mhm.
I
So
thought would be
good.
so cool for spring.
It would be so cool for spring.
Yes.
In the right color with the right size.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, an oversized fit.
Yes.
Just throwing it out there.
Love it. Love it. And then a macrame reference. Again, Maya Luna. I'm big on crochet right now, I guess.
No, that's good.
No, that's good.
She's got a Yamanha poncho, which feels very Chloe Gabriella Hearst to me. The blossom top I mentioned before, and then the Lily halter top. It's kind of granny-esque, and it like builds from the center out. It's a halter, and I'm too old to like wear a cropped halter out
Those
on its
halters were all over the Etro runway. It was beautiful. So we're gonna add those photos too.
I love that. I want to do it over like a jersey tank dress, just for like my own Chloe vibe.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Just because all of these like skimpy trends are skimpy doesn't mean you have to be skimpy.
Right.
Because this might work for like a weekend off to have like just, whatever. But I still wear these bra tops to work under or over my button ups.
Yeah.
And my high-waisted pants. And you're still layering, especially in the winter, you want to layer or transitional dressing. That's the fun part. So I would love to see you in a crocheted crop top with a jersey dress.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it happen.
Please do.
So I have been looking at a lot of Rachel Comey's patterns design, and those are the kind of stuff that I would like to wear. It's a little modern, ladylike, but still has a little bit of an edge. And I feel like our knitting designers have figured out a way to kind of translate that in the same way. And I'm only saying that because I'm obsessed with Layla. I think it's Layla Ching, right? Layla Ching. Her designs have been so fashion forward. So she's a simple wave crop sweater that looks similarly to a Rachel Comey pattern. I think it's Polpero vest and dress. That texture looks kind of like a ginghamy something, and that was very Rachel Comey. She also has a skirt that was fantastic. It's like a wrap skirt. If you haven't seen it, that's really nice. I bundled all of these on my Ravelry.
Oh, nice. Good.
There is talking about a crochet overlay. It's called the Arrow V neck dress. It's by Anna D. And it is like the cutest little crocheted dress.
Love it.
Low cut. We love a mesh moment.
We do love a mesh moment.
There's a lot of meshing here. The James N. Watts Look at My Holes. Mesh was all over.
And he just
the new one.
And the new one did like a
pure mesh pullover.
A pure mesh pullover, which is on brand. And
I'm gonna have to knit it.
We're all gonna have to knit one because that.
And I think his is green, right? Isn't it that bright green?
Which is so on trend. I saw that and I was like, yes, please.
Our guy's like, he's serving looks.
He is serving looks.
Yes. Always.
I know.
Always.
I have the Ghost Whisperer for a sheer puff sleeve moment because puff sleeves are still a thing. Sheer is still a thing. You can layer it with, I love a framework bralette because that's how I served up my look at Rhinebeck. But bralettes are still a thing. They are not going anywhere. These it's like bra top moments with cardigans, bra top moments with blazers, bra tops as tops of their own. Like there's going to be a lot of that kind of dressing coming through. And I love my girl Jessie May. So framework bralettes, racer backs,
everything. Ripple crop. Well, not ripple crop.
You can crop a ripple crop.
Yeah.
Any of those little patterns. She has a lot of shorts There was a lot of knitted shorts, crocheted shorts. Jessie May has lovely shorts.
I thought about all of her sets, like the top and short sets for like a monochrome moment also.
Yeah,
so good.
So good. I really want to make her a flutter butt shirt and shorts.
Yes.
That would be so cute.
Yep.
Maybe in one of your colorways.
Yeah. There's a crochet short that looks, Chanel did a lot of knitted stuff and crocheted stuff on the runway. So there was these little like booty shorts that I was like fixated on. It's a crocheted version and they're called summer shorts. And then there's also a knitted one called Kokomo shorts. So there's really two awesome short patterns that I might be doing. Cardigan, I am obsessed with the Blondie cardigan. That is the only cardigan that I am, going to be considering making because I saw one in person at Cake Palooza and it was
so good.
Fantastic. That detailing of the like pearl bumps just gave it a little bit more texture, which again was very, very trendy. I don't know. I think I have a lot of crocheted little tops. So I have a Skylar ribbed crop top. That's just a little tank with a little, little tie here. I have a retro crocheted halter top that again also reminded me of the Etro runway. And then sometimes I love an Alexandra Riche moment. So very ladylike puff sleeve. I've heard someone describe her aesthetic as like a rich lady in the 80s who lunches, but in modern times. So I appreciate that. I love that vibe. Lily Makes has beautiful stuff. She has a fine line sweater that I think would work for that kind of vibe. And also she has her Lawrenson sweater that has that puff sleeve, that short puff sleeve, that kind of like rich bitch vibe, which I love.
And Park just came out with one this past weekend.
The Be Mine?
The Be Mine too, which was really nice.
With the ruffle cuff.
Yes. And a little keyhole.
That is
I love that.
So cute.
I kind of
cut out a ruffle,
a cutout. So
it hits multiple things.
It doesn't have to always be like super crazy. It could just be, you can pick one trend and just do a small little ruffle on the collar or the sleeve or color pooling. The Altazara runway show was all color pooling, like tie-dye and color pooling.
Yes.
I mean, when you have all of these fantastic hand dyers that do these beautiful colors with color pooling, why wouldn't you just make something simple like a cozy classic raglan or even the light version just to have a summer tee with that color pooling and it's still very trendy.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I might have to do, I'm waiting on some 5 Borough yarns. Her Fantasia collection.
I know. I really wanted to get it, but I didn't have points.
I know. Didn't have points. We're doing this whole point system thing, so it's going to be really interesting and challenging to do fashion new stuff with our stash so we can then buy for new stuff. It's going to be fun. It's already fine. I'm already like,
we already messed up, but it's fine.
It happens.
It does.
Like we weren't quite ready for it, but also we were.
That is, I mean, I really have, we keep talking about the same few people because that's our design aesthetic. So the easiest way to do this for you, if you wanted to just kind of look around and see what we're doing, we're just going to the Vogue.com website, Vogue Runway app, which is easy. It's free. And you get to see all of the collections.
Fun.
And it's just fun. You get to see pretty colors, pretty textures. Ula Johnson has been really fun to look at because she does a lot with like Manos de Uruguay. So you have like that kind of like connection there where it's very like handmade, tactile, slightly ethically made.
Gabriella Hurst as
Gabriella
well.
Hurst is the same. a lot of people, a lot of designers are taking more and more conscious choices to be more ethically sourced and better business practices and not just greenwashing everything. So it's been really interesting to see these big fashion houses try to be a little bit more sustainable.
Yep. Stella McCartney with her mushroom leather.
Yep.
I know. I was just gonna bring her up, and I was like, she was the OG. Should I mention it? Maybe I shouldn't.
She is the OG. She is. She has always from day one been the most conscious, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like it's in her DNA. You know what I mean? It's her brand DNA.
Yeah, I was just gonna say she gets it from her mama.
Yep. I'm just looking at all of my notes, and I think we've covered it all. Did we cover everything for you?
I think so.
All right.
I think so. We'll do this again with the fall and winter stuff.
We will. I can't wait. Coats.
I know. Coats. Knitted coats.
My favorite.
Knitted accessories, gloves, hats.
Mm-hmm.
So Kelly, so we are done with our spring trend report. I hope this was fun and informative for you guys. Thank you for coming, Kelly, and talking with us
Having me.
Fun stuff. And
these will get smoother as we go, I promise.
With more practice.
Yes, with more practice. Okay, good. All right, and I guess we will catch you in the next one.
Same Knitty time,
same Knitty channel.
Bye guys. So we lied, it's not the end.
We marveled you guys. We marveled you.
Yes, if you've lasted this long, this is a sneak peek. Just kidding. While we were prepping for all of this, Kelly asked us to pick a look because she does these fashion references, and we were just so hyped up on all sorts of things.
This is what happens when you get together with your friends. You just hype each other up.
I know, which is great and also bad because all Kelly does is dye up Gucci for me. That's it. Kelly just does Gucci for me.
I love it. I'm here for it.
So do you wanna talk a little bit about that?
So yes, Erica and Jess both picked out their favorite look from all of the spring shows that we all looked at. I had them each send me one look. Jess's is from, I'm not sure how to say it. I don't know if it's like, do you accent it and say like Enrealage, or is it?
I'm gonna say yes. That sounds good.
Unreal Age? I don't know. Anyway, she'll put a little sneak peek of the look. And it's lots of lilac and pale yellow and a little bit of pistachio green, and then these brighter pops of pink and blue and purple, with right next to it this like digital rendering of the same dress. When I first saw it, I thought that it was two models, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool, they're like so similar. And then I start reading about the show, and I'm like, oh, this is like
the future
digital.
of fashion.
The future of fashion. Yes, it was very, very cool.
Yep.
And Erica selected, please stifle your shock, a Gucci look.
But it wasn't just any Gucci look.
It was
the Lily McMenemy Gucci look.
Amazing. With these, bright green pants with a little bit of Gucci print, the logo print on them. This floral top. I don't know if it's floral, kind of jungle.
Hawaiian.
Yeah, like lots of like emerald green, Kelly green, but then pink and red pops from the flowers, and then a very dark navy blazer on top. So I am creating 2 spring 2022 colorways based on those looks.
They look so good.
We got
one is finished, the other one is still
marinating.
I'm working out the kinks. Yes.
Sorry that mine is so complicated.
But you know what? It's like a fun challenge trying to figure out where to put what colors, because if you don't get it right, it just looks like an Easter egg. And I love Easter eggs, but I don't want my yarn to look like them. so those two colorways are coming, and then I picked one from Rachel Comey.
Wait, this is all
That's
new. We've not
going to
heard this.
be kind of like a sunflower yellow with a pale yellow and a little bit of beigey camel. It's gonna be cool.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm shook. I'm so excited. I can't believe you didn't share that until right now. Kelly.
I missed the last part.
That's
Yes,
okay.
I said I can't believe that you kept it a secret from us until now.
It's not done yet, but you'll see it. You're gonna love it. It's cool.
I'm like, can you tell us the reference picture? Or are we just kind of like,
She
wait.
said yellow and beige. So it's Resort Rachel Comey 2020.
It's not resort. It's from the spring. But her spring show was so fun. It's such an art school vibe, and it
I
just
know.
like it takes
I
me
gotta
back. I
look.
love
I
it so
gotta look.
much. But there's a couple looks where there are like two models in the foreground and one in the background, and you just get this overall
Yes.
yellows and camel and beige, and it's just pretty.
I'm looking this up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I know. I got you. Ooh, the full yellow look with the patent
Mhm.
leather boots
Uh-huh.
and the
I love
fringe.
that. Mhm.
I'm like, Erica
Yep.
was faster than me.
That's because I had it up.
That's true.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
I know. We're like obsessed. This is so good.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm like, that's why we get
And then there's one more. There's one more spring colorway coming. It's not a fashion reference.
okay.
It kind of is, but it's more of a film reference. And it's gonna be called Florals for Spring.
Spring.
Groundbreaking.
I love you so much.
The fashion nerd in me is just like freaking
So happy.
out.
I love
It's
it.
perfect, right?
It's so good. It's so
I love
good.
it.
I'm so excited for this. I'm like,
So I just
I mean,
have to dye it.
yeah,
It's
it's
okay.
it's still good. It's still good. I love that fashion movie is so
Mhm.
integral to a lot of us that love fashion so much.
Mhm.
Because it's just so good. It's about, you don't know what The Devil Wears Prada is about. One, how?
Mhm.
Two,
Right.
it's a fish out of water story. And it's just so good.
And then you
Mhm.
really have to figure out like who really is the villain of the story.
Yeah, really.
Right. Right.
Because
Yeah.
I think this
was
is
the
a hot
boyfriend.
take. It's the boyfriend. The boyfriend and the terrible
absolutely.
friends are the villains.
But like when it came out, you kind of like you watched it and you had one takeaway, and then you get older and you get more life experience and you watch it again and you're like, wait a minute.
Yep.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
It changes. It
It
changes.
totally does. I'm like
Mhm.
that. And if you want the real life version of The Devil Wears Prada, the September issue.
Mhm. With my man Andre.
I know.
I'm
it's
so-
good.
Have a moment.
Andre Leon Talley.
All right.
Oh my God.
I know.
I'm still sad.
I know. Me too.
We all are. It's crazy. All right. And I guess we will catch you in the next one.
Same nitty time.
Same Nitty channel.
Bye,
Bye, guys.